Hi, this is Rob Thomasson, and I'm a student in COM430, and I'm going to share some insights in a leadership exercise that I hope you'll find enjoyable. I interviewed Alyssa. She is an area sales manager for my company and reports to me. I wanted to start by saying thank you to our instructor for giving me the latitude to interview an employee that I view as an aspiring leader versus maybe someone I report to or someone that I admire as a leader. I'd like to start with sharing with you my personal leadership brand statement. Wasn't required in the class, but I recently went through a leadership course through my company and learned quite a bit about myself. And maybe by sharing this with you, it'll share some insight into my line of questioning and some of my insights. So my personal brand statement is, I am a driven and empathetic leader that promotes happiness and success in others, period. So thank you for letting me share that with you. As an introduction, again, I'd like to just share with you why I chose someone that reports to me. This is someone that I respect, someone that is certainly a rising star in leadership, and someone that I was just very interested in better understanding. So tremendous amount of insight in interviewing her as a leader and also as a millennial. So that was very beneficial to understand both of those perspectives. I also, through that discovery, wanted to reflect on my own leadership involvement and skills. And as a lifelong learner, how can I further develop myself to be not only a value to millennials and Generation X and baby boomers, but just be a leader in life and be just a good human being. And then finally, I wanted to understand the leadership skills she admires so I can support her continued development and assign a mentor that not only complemented her skills, but had skills that she may not possess at this time. So I wanted to accomplish that as well. So the line of questioning, I selected some questions that I wanted to share with you that I thought were really just kind of interesting and insightful. The first question I asked was, how would you describe your leadership style? And I love that question because I personally have failed miserably at answering that question in the past. And I see today when I'm interviewing candidates for a number of different positions, when I ask them that question, they also fail miserably at answering that question. Alyssa did a pretty good job. She said that she is a compassionate and participative leader. So she's clearly knows a little bit about herself and also understands leadership styles. So that she went on to say she leads with her heart, and she is not afraid to stand shoulder to shoulder with her team members to get a task or project completed. So really good response there. Next, I asked her, what qualities do you see in high-performing leaders that you admire? And she indicated three. She indicated fairness, great communication, and intelligence. And in fairness, I pressed her, and she described fairness as just looking objectively at a situation and making a decision that's not only best for the organization, but is also shows understanding of other people and other perspectives. So I thought she did really well there. And the intelligence piece, I asked her to define that. And she mentioned business acumen. She mentioned sort of the academic side of just, good writing skills and good communication skills. But then she mentioned sort of having a wisdom or an emotional intelligence that she really values. And she needs some more experience, she says, to get there. But she admires that in people when there's a sort of a confidence and a wisdom just through life experiences that makes it appear easier to make tough decisions. She really admires that in leaders that she's encountered. Next, I asked her what are the traits of successful leaders, and what does she think she does exceptionally well? And I added that when I say that, what does she do that's exceptionally well? I define that as a superpower, and many of us have heard leaders described as having some superpower that differentiates them and makes them highly successful in what they do, and that's what separates them from others. Well, we talked about, inspirational leadership, empathetic leadership, having great communication skills again. So I asked her what her superpower was, and she said that she really cares about her team's success. And I agreed with her, but from my point of view, I view her superpower as the following. She has amazing communication skills, and she does care about the success of others. So those two components, she's rock solid on. But what's really the magic with her is that she ties those two components with an amazingly engaging and authentic personality. And her people want to get behind what she supports. They want to believe what she believes. And it's really powerful to see that level of engagement by her team and that level of support of her. And she really appreciated me sharing that with her, because I do see that as her superpower. And then finally, I said, what qualities does she admire in me as a leader? And that's the scary question, because you never know how that's going to go. Well, she did say, and I was glad to hear, because it's referenced in the text, I think chapter 1 or 2, about leaders that tell stories to affect change. And she did say that she appreciates and likes my stories, because I'm able to share my mistakes, my challenges, my successes in a way that draws people into them, lets them see kind of from the vantage point that I see it, and then they kind of walk out of the story feeling like they had the same experience. And I really appreciated that, and that I do like to tell stories. And then finally, she said that I listen, and that she sees that I want to people to be successful. So I greatly appreciated that. In summary, I just want to say how much I've appreciated the class, and certainly this exercise was a lot of fun. And Alyssa, my employee, really appreciated it too, that I would have selected her to do that. So a lot of wins across the board. I gained insight about myself. I gained insight about an aspiring leader. And then finally, being able to connect with the elements of the text in the class with sort of real world situations. Have a great day.